Okay, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of a play off of, well, I had a Zoom today with somebody, and she was like, I feel so like chaotic. I feel so all over the place. I don't know if I should do here, what's up, what's down, whatever, right? We probably all feel like that, right? And kind of playing on, me sharing a little bit of my morning task list with everybody. So that's what I want to do today. I want everybody to get intentional with their time. Get out a pen and paper if you don't have one. I'm gonna send you some ideas for some tasks, but I want you guys to be realistic with this. So she's got a pen. Lisa's got a pen. Okay. First off, right?
Get down.
On your pen and paper.
Get down.
We'll mute.
Get down from there.
We'll mute her. Okay. Think of either 2 or 3 times a day that you can get tasks done. Here's an example. Okay. Here's what I do for myself. I don't have a pen. Like, this is how organized I am today. I wouldn't, if my head would be, if it wasn't screwed onto my body today, it would be gone. For an example, for myself, and this is for your own personal business. Okay. I get more done in the morning. That's why I get up at 5 a.m. Okay. Because if I don't, I will literally get nothing done for my business, because usually between the hours of 9 and 1, that's when I do all my Zoom calls with you guys. And then after that, I got to pick up all my kids, depending, blah, 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 blah. Right. And I get little done in between. I'll have a small window of like maybe 30 minutes to an hour in the afternoon to work my business. And then after dinner, I give myself maybe about an hour, and then I'm so freaking tired by like 7, 8 o'clock because I get up at 5 a.m. Right. So like that's my time frame. Right. I want you guys to think of your time frames of what you have. Even if this is only like an hour a day, maybe you can get 30 minutes in the morning. Okay. Maybe you got 5 minutes at around lunchtime. This is dependent on you. Okay. And I want you guys to write down kind of your blocks, and this is going to be adjusted. It really is. So I don't want you guys going out, like, I know that week, Colleen probably remembers, like, we used to have task lists laminated and everything, right? But those are a pretty hunkered down task lists. This is going to be like a rough copy. All right. It's going to be a really, really rough copy, because you're going to adjust it, because I want you guys to really hit these goals. I don't want you to like wake up in the morning and give yourself 205 tasks and you can only get through 5 and you're not completing it. I want these checked off every single day. So over the next week, you guys adjust it. Okay. What? Okay, we talk about it after. It's $55. We're not getting that. All right. Let me see your Fortnite.
Jamie, did we lose you?
I think her son wanted to ask her a question. Mommy. That's why. Jensen.
Mommy. Looks like she's frozen.
Yeah, but I think you can freeze it if you're on your phone. Because I'm using my phone and you could do certain things to freeze it. Sorry about my son in the background.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, her Wi-Fi just went out.
Yeah.
I'll
Am I back? Hi.
Yes.
Okay, I still don't have any Wi-Fi. It might be spotty because I live in like a super like valley dippy thing and I get like half a bar service. Okay, so all right. So I want you guys, so this is going to be a rough draft of what everybody's going to create, okay? And it's totally fine. You guys can screenshot this. And first off, I want you guys to like just write out the time frames that you have, okay? Like I just said, I have about 2 hours in the morning from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. I got 2 solid hours. Those are my biggest hours. What are yours? Right? What are the afternoon? Maybe you have more time in the afternoon. I don't know. Like everybody is so different. So I'm going to go over some typical tasks. We'll go over which ones are probably the most important and some like we'll just discuss them. You guys can screenshot them, whatever. And I want you guys to work on this. The reason being is because you will work with more intention. Instead of waking up in the morning, you pop into a group chat. You're like, man, maybe I should write a post. Oh no, Jamie says I should probably add some. You go add some. Yeah, that's right. I was writing a post. You go message some people. You go answer some people. It's just not intentional. And you will get so much more done in such a more short amount of time. And you can really like hunker down on the task. Okay, let's see if I can screen share what I had up before. Hold on. I had it all like screenshotted for you guys, but no, here we are. Oh, okay. Oh, there's PD. Okay, let's bring it up here. Okay, we're good. We can just use that. Use the screenshot I took from it. Okay. All right, so we'll go over some of them. You guys can screenshot it, whatever. I can post this in the chat after too. And then let's go over some important ones for morning time and some that I know have worked for a lot of people who are just it really helps with people that are okay. Can you guys see that? Hopefully, can you guys hear me? Okay, so these are some typical morning. Okay, I can see Tony shaking her head. Okay, so some typical morning tasks. Obviously, journaling. We suggest, and it is very well known, the first 8 minutes of your day sets the tone for the rest of the day. Okay, pick up. I know. Okay, I know how. Oh, I lost my chair. I know how hard this can be. I really do, guys, to not check your phone. Put a post-it note on it. I don't care, right? Like, spend the first 8 minutes doing something positive. Statistically speaking, out there, if you do something for the first 8 minutes, back up, or our internet's working. I'll just keep going from my phone. Sets the tone for the rest of the day. For an example, if you wake up in the morning and you the first thing you do is read like a really, really negative message, it literally sets the tone for the rest of the day. So do some affirmations. You can do mirror affirmations. You can write your affirmations down. That's why we always stick journaling and affirmations first thing in the morning, because it is something positive. You can write down a motivational video, whatever it is. You could stick journaling affirmations in the afternoon. Maybe you like to do them before nighttime, but do something for yourself the first 8 minutes of the day that sets the tone for the rest of the day. Okay. Sending happy birthdays is obviously a good one to do the first thing in the morning because it's somebody's birthday first thing in the morning. And there's a reason why we engage for 10 minutes and send happy birthdays before we put up a post. The algorithm, like basically, if you interact, like send 25 messages, like through stories or something, send 25 questions, send happy birthdays, engage for 20 minutes, loving on people's posts, commenting on people's posts, your posts will get more views, right? So that's why we always put that one before putting up a post. Okay, so this one says add product or biz story. So typically what I like to try to do when I'm not like super freaking busy, I like to do one product, like product story in the morning or business, and vice versa at night, and do life stuff in between. Okay, don't look at my story today. I'm not feeling good. My story is crap. So you can see I have a lot more in the morning than I do in the afternoon. The afternoon ones are going to be like super quick. Add quickly 50 on Facebook, add quickly 50 on Instagram, follow up. You can set yourself a number or you can set up a time. I like times. That's like my thing, you guys. I like to set like a timer because I have 2 set hours, right? So I know like how much time it takes me to do things. check team page training, which I feel like a lot of people are missing. Checking pages, checking chats, etc. I know you guys check chats, but it's super important to check team pages. We're gonna make sure we put most information in the elite page now because it's just getting lost in the chats. Check in with newest ambassadors. Send them a hi, etc. Newest ambassadors, guys, they need a lot of hand holding, right? Okay, afternoon. Oops, go back down. Check posts, check messages. Like after you put up your post, add something personal to your story, read 10 pages, listen to 10 pages. Again, you guys, you can adjust these. These are just ideas. Invite to a QIQ if it's Tuesday or Thursday, because our standard ones are Tuesday and Thursday, so I put that in there. Engage with your Hot 20 list, right? You want to, and I usually would do that one on a Monday or a Wednesday. I didn't put that in there, I apologize. Monday and a Wednesday, I engage with my Hot 20 list because guess who I'm inviting on Tuesday and Thursday? So I make my Mondays and Wednesdays more of an engagement day, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. I like to stick those as my inviting days because I like to do it the day of, because I feel like people forget less, right? You can, if making talks and reels are your thing, like I usually do them in the afternoon. I can't make them in the morning. That's just me. Nighttime. Hey. No. Check post again, check message again, check team page again for any announcements. Add your business story if you added your product one in the morning. If it's a Tuesday or Thursday, follow up with any people invited to QIQ. Add 50. I think this is a great one, and this has helped a lot of people for in the morning. I do this one a lot. I write my morning post at night before I go to bed. I find I'm a little bit more alert, and I'm not sitting there spending an hour of my 2 hours in the morning that I have my limited amount of time writing up a freaking post. And then, yes, I have engaged with, I spend my TikTok real time. I spend my TikTok in real time. I spend that intentionally. Okay. When I go to bed at night, and this is a big one. If you get lost in the TikTok scroll, like we all know it happens, okay? Set yourself a timer. But I'm very intentional when I'm on TikTok. One, I'm looking for ideas. Two, I'm engaging with content that would fit my content, right? The reason being, if I'm engaging with the content, more of my stuff will be seen to the people I want to. So I'm making sure I heart them. I make sure I comment on those posts. I make sure I comment something positive, etc. And I'm finding stuff my content for the other day. Here's the thing. If you're not like a TikTok real person, you don't have to put that in there. All right. Like you want to make the task list. What do you need? Oh, thank you.
You're gonna be back in school.
I need to put that. Oh, I'll fix it later. Okay. He broke his necklace. And you can do these, like I said, you can write a rough draft for now. I'm going to show you guys mine. I do something like this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I don't know if you guys have this in an Android or not. Okay. Because I love that I take this around with me in my phone. Okay. So this isn't my specific one. I wanted to give you guys a very basic one as a task list. Oopsie. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I clicked on the head. Sorry. I like to do this like in the notes of your phone. You have these little like check mark things that you can check them off. It is very satisfying getting every yellow dot checked off. And like I said, okay, like you want to make these like so you are checking off every single check mark every single day. Okay. And you're going to want to add in like how many follow-ups do you want to do, how many messages you want to do, how many engagement messages that you want to check off, or if you want to do it timed, like myself, like I'll give myself 10 minutes for engagement. I give myself 15 minutes for engaging with my Hot 20 list because I know I need an excessive amount of time for my follow-ups. I know that. I give myself a full hour for it. I'm a timed person, and that's because like if you're a mom and like me, like I'm constantly out the door. Like I'm literally gotta have my one kid up by 7:30, my other kid up by 8, my other kid at 8:15. They all go to 3 different schools, and we got hockey, we got other things. So I'm always like back and forth. So I know the exact time frames I have. Like I know the amount of time that I have, and then that's why I gotta be so intentional. Like I know exactly what I need to do in the afternoon. Or I don't want to be sitting around being like, what am I gonna do? Should I put up a post? Should I do this? Should I go to TikTok? You know what I mean? It wastes time thinking. And it takes a lot of that out. Does anybody have any questions about that? Or I know Tony and Colleen have been in the biz for a while. Do you have any tasks you guys like to add in there that you guys have on it? I Trisha's is very extensive. She's gonna be hers. I'm like, yeah, let's not scare the shit out of them. Thank God she's not on here. But I was like, I think I'll just do a basic one. Does that make sense to everybody? So I was on a call today. I have a call doing this task. That's why it kind of gave me the idea to kind of give you guys a task. I'm having her write up a task list the exact same way. Okay. Okay, hold on, I got a question. If I can add this, if you type your morning post at night, you can schedule it to post a certain time. Yes, absolutely. You do have those scheduled post times, especially if you guys are at work, right? You don't have to post more than one day. You really don't. You don't want to flood your page, and everything else can really go up in your stories. You can be spammy as shit in your stories. But you don't want to be spammy on your wall. Your wall, you want to more tell your story. Okay? You want to tell your why at least once a week. You want to post Q only 4 times a week. And everything else, make it about you. Make it about your kids. Like create some content. Like, you know what I mean? In my task list, I always try to find myself trying to interact with people. And today, since I got my first box, I unboxed on. I love that. Absolutely love that. That is a great idea. So lastly, I'm going to leave you guys on a recording because I know some new people are going to ask this. People are asking me what I should post. I know we're going to kind of do this training. You guys can, if you have any more questions about the task list, let me know. I know we're going to kind of do this training like down the road a little bit. I can't remember where I put it on the training. But how to post product. Okay. How to post product. It's I know a lot of people are like, what do I do, etc. Okay. I had the same girl send me her first post on products. And she wrote like, this is the greens. It helps me alkalize, blah, 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 right? And I said to her, I'm like, well, why do you like the greens? And she's like, dude, I've been taking these for 16 days and my energy is through the roof. And I am so like, I'm a lot more regular now. And it's just been such a help one. I just can't believe my energy. I'm like, that's your post. Okay. People don't want to come to Facebook and shop, right? You want to give a solution to a problem. Like this girl runs around like crazy all day. She's got 2 crazy kids, both under the age of 5. And as I'm rebuilding a necklace, I've run into and you want to create an experience. It should be you using the product. Create some curiosity. You don't want to do a call to action all the time, being like, the next 5 people will get my discount at 25% off, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes you want to leave them asking questions, right? You know, sometimes when people read, especially a why post, I guess, when you're doing a heartfelt post, don't do a call to action on a why post. It just, it takes away from it. It really does. You just want to leave people reading your story. Okay. We don't promote to a standing army, meaning people aren't getting up and wondering what Lisa's posting today, except for maybe her mom, her dad, her boyfriend, her kids. I don't know. But people aren't waking up wondering what she's posting about. So you want to talk about those types of things in your story and etc. Even if you feel like you're repeating yourself, you're not. But other product posts, you can post other people's results, right? So Haley just lost 20 pounds on the products, you know, and I was actually pretty shocked that nobody went and posted about it. She did this incredible reel on it, and I put it in the chat, and nobody really. I recommend. Okay. Do you recommend letting people have samples of them try out for themselves? And heck yeah. If you can, Marielle Filipponi carries around samples with her everywhere in her purse. Give them out to everybody. Be like, she literally goes into her dentist's office and she says to girls, are like, oh my God, you guys love coffee? You know, I actually have this drink. It's an energy drink. It's super clean. You don't crash like you would in coffee. And we actually just came out with some new flavors. I was wondering if you guys want to try it and just give me your thoughts about it. It's the same concept, right? Getting people's opinions on it. That's literally how she so many people trying the product. Carrying around samples with you everywhere. And you can look at people like, hey, actually, guys, you know, but I actually started with this new company. I have some samples. Would you guys mind giving them a try and let me know your honest thoughts about it? I'd love to hear what you think. Yes, samples, but don't feel the need like you have to go out and buy billions and billions of samples. Okay. Other posts that you can do. You can post other people's results. You can post other people's you can even shout people out. Like shout out to Haley Best, right? The girl just lost 20 pounds using these incredible products and utilizing our MyQ Fit program. I can't believe the difference. Way to go. Those are amazing posts. Curiosity posts, you using the products, your before and afters, etc. Those are great way to or like I can't remember who just made the comment. But Natalie, she was a on our team. She did a morning chat with Nat every morning in her story, and she does not talk about the product, but she makes a product every single morning in her story. And so many people are like, "What are you making? You never talk about it." And she does it all the time, and she gets a ton of customers doing it that way. Just make a product in your story while you're doing something else, right? You know, they actually say, oh gosh, I can't remember the statistic on it, but I was watching a lady and she says, statistically, when you're making a video, and let's say you're telling information, you're telling a story, if you do something in the video, like do your makeup or make something or whatever, but you're doing something while you're doing the video, you have more people watch it from start to finish because they're engaged in what you're doing versus because people are like, it's a micro society. People are just like, come on, like pick up the pace kind of thing. But if like you do your makeup or something like that in the story or in the TikTok or in the reel, you'll have more people go from start to finish. Have you ever guys seen those videos? Get ready with me while I tell you things about me. That is exactly what I'm talking about. People get ready with me while I tell you a few things about me. People are engaged in the fact that you're doing something while you're speaking. So that's a little tidbit for you. Anybody got any questions about the task list? Oh, you guys gonna mute yourselves. I don't think I muted. I told my coach I'd let her try it and ask him if it made him feel exactly. If I don't follow a schedule instead of timer, I get caught up on people's pages. Exactly. You get caught up in things, right, Colleen? While searching for who to follow. So I have to do this or I squirrel all day. I'm the biggest squirreler of mankind. You just see some voice notes I send Trisha sometimes. Like it's obscene. Like this is why I need a set list of things to do. I know what I need to get completed. And like if I don't, I won't get anything done. Nothing. Like I'll get literally nothing done. It's crazy. But if I wake up in the morning and it's like boom, 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 I need to go. Like I'm just that type of mindset. Like I like ADHD off the wall. Like I will like I'll spend like 50 years on a story. It's ridiculous. And don't get me wrong. Okay. Sometimes stories take forever to make. And it's nice to make a really beautiful story. It is. I regurgitate a lot of my stories, just so you know. And you will get to that point where you can like go to your archive and go back up, steal one, and repost it, right? And but sometimes they do take a little time to make, and you can steal stories from other people too. That's why you should be following every single leader that does a QIQ or anything like that. Y'all should be following all of them. Okay. I don't necessarily mean to like steal their content verbatim, but get ideas, right? That's how I learned. Literally how I learned was by following top leaders. And now my marketing style is like a tidbit from every little person. Am I the only one that seems to get drifted towards mothers or WTV? I find myself since my son started the Kid Core, I want to try to sell them more. That is your niche, right? That is a great niche, you know, and with what's going on in the world, I'm not sure if you guys know this. I'm like this. I swear to God, facts. And there's Haley right now messaging me. That's funny. Okay, so I guess our flu season is dictated a lot from Australia. because they just had their winter and they will know how our flu season is going to go based on Australia. Australia had one of the worst flu seasons on record, and we're about to have one of the worst flu seasons on record. And that's just a statistic, right? So like kids, like I literally was on a call with a nurse and she read the kids score and she was floored by it. She's like, this is everything a child needs. Like basically like how you give a child prenatal vitamins, this is what they need outside of the mom to give them proper immunity, to give them proper, the building blocks to grow and everything. She was floored by our kids core. Every kid should be taking that, and the guard gummies as well, for like to prepare. You can't just like get a sniffle and start taking vitamin C. Like it needs to be on a consistent basis if you wanted to build up your if you want to build up your immunity, right? So it's cold and flu season. So that is a huge niche that you have. And talk about the kids core. Absolutely. Show your kids using it, start making it, that kind of thing. People want to come and get solutions to problems, not an ingredients list. I hope that helps everybody. Okay, so what I want everybody to do, okay, I want everybody to work on this task list, okay? And if you have trouble with it, okay, you can do it multiple different ways. You can write it down. You can do that. You can do the notes of your phone like me. You can, once you get it, like hunker down, like you're like, I got this. Like I said, to Colleen earlier, we used to have these laminated so you can get the little whiteboard and they can wipe it off at the end of the day. It's nice. It's fun. You can put it on a whiteboard. I don't care, whatever suits your fancy, but get these written out for yourselves. You will work with much more. Your production levels will go through the roof, and use the weekly tracker to see it. Because I promise you, it'll go through. Your production level will double. Okay. All right, guys, I will let you go. And I'm sorry I got cut off with my Wi-Fi going out. The story of my life. If you have any questions about your task list or anything you want to add to it, I'll put those screenshots in the group chat for you guys to see them. Okay, boys. Hey, boys. How you can tell I'm a boy mom. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.